Hey guys, it's your boy 14 Flippies here today with a dual commentary. We have it appears to be a Draco Pal sighting, Odd Eyes Draco Pals. So yeah, I believe he activated Iris, he summoned Joker, search Monkey Board, which he then searched Unicorn with. Then he'll use the Iris to pop his Joker to add another Unicorn. I don't know why he didn't go for Phoenix, personally, but yeah, he gets the Pendulum Scale. So he summons the Sorcerer, he pops the Scales. Probably that's why he searched another Unicorn, because he'd just be popping it with Joker anyway. So yeah, it's Lizard Draw and Gaturtle. He'll probably activate the Gaturtle and then Lizard Draw one card to pop the Lizard Draw another card. Let's see, what else does he do? Okay, he activates Magical Abductor. He activates Odd Eyes Fusion, using the Unicorn and the Pendulum Sorcerer for Vortex Dragon. He sets 2 in his back row, and I believe he passes, so it's his opponent's turn now. What is his opponent playing? Because that's kind of a field. Okay, so he's playing Monarchs, so it's Exceed Monarchs. He pitches the Prime, and then of course the Pantheism would be negated by a Vortex Dragon. That kind of is a bad thing to negate, because he can just trigger it from his graveyard anyway. Sure, he doesn't draw 2 from it, but still, he can get a free search. Okay, so he summons the Red Lair. Then he banishes the Pantheism, presumably to search 3 Stormforth. Oh, 3 Tenacity. The Stormforth can wait. Okay, so 3 Tenacity. I believe he'll be searching Stormforth off of Tenacity. So let's see what he adds and what he reveals. Okay, so he activates the Tenacity, reveals Erebus, so that's pretty good. He has the Erebus in hand. What will he add, though? Oh yeah, and there's people right outside. I'm recording this in the car right now, so not ideal. So yeah, gonna have to just close the door for a second. Taking a sweet time to figure out what he wants to add. Maybe he's not sure. Maybe he's thinking about it. But I'd say like Stormforth or Return, maybe. So yeah, this computer's getting pretty hot. Yeah, so he does add the Stormforth, which I presume he will activate to tribute off the Vortex Dragon. So yeah, since he baited out the negation, that was a pretty poor negation from Vortex Dragon. I would have waited for the Stormforth. Okay, so he does have Return. So he'll probably be tributing the Red Lair and the Vortex, and then okay, Erebus just gets warning. So yeah, well, he got rid of the Vortex Dragon, but okay, yeah, so he just scoops after his tribute got negated. I don't say I blame him, just because like that puts you so far behind when the Draco Pal player already has such an established board, especially considering how we put the Monkey Board back in deck and can re-add it and reuse it. So okay, so game 2, I believe the Monarch player, Fernando, Fedenko. I think it's an Italian name, so I'm not gonna try and butcher it. So he starts off by summoning Edia, no Veilers or no Ghost Ogres here, so he gets his Eidos. No special summoning from extra deck this turn though, so no big Exceed plays. He's probably just going to settle for a Tribute summon. So yeah, he activates the Tenacity, getting the Return, and he summons the Erebus, and then he then of course in return he adds Eidos, Aether, and then dumps the Pantheism and the Prime into the graveyard. He will then banish the Pantheism to add 3 copies, to reveal 3 copies of the Monarch Stormforth, and to add 1. So yeah, I mean, if people are gonna reveal 3 of the same card, I'd say just add it right away. Don't waste time, really. So yeah, it is the Draco Pal player's turn. He opens with Monkey Board. If there's a response for that, I would consider using it. But okay, he adds the Unicorn. He must have Joker in hand if he didn't search Joker, so yeah, he Pendulum summons. Okay, so he goes for quite a large Pendulum summon. He pops his Scales. Okay, presumably to get a lot of counters on Abductor. I mean, I think Abductor's Pendulum effect, monster effect, is that it gains attack for each counter on it. So yeah, okay, so that's just 2 counters right there for each. And then 2 draws, and then a search off. And then oh yeah, he did get the search off Joker, so yeah. Activates Terraforming, so that's another counter, so that's 3 counters. Sky Iris, that'll be a 4th counter. Well, we pop with Iris. Okay, that's a 5th counter for Ariadne. Oh yeah, he'd pop Ariadne with Iris. So that's 5 counters. So those abductors are sitting at 2200. Not big enough to get over Erebus, but yeah. What response would he have to Iris? That's my question. And then, oh yeah, off Iris, he's probably going to add Oddice Pendulum Dragon, so we can get another search during the end phase for probably Raccoon. So yeah. I don't really think that they're, unless you're gonna like Aether or something, because that's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious that that's a Stormforth set. So yeah. And realistically, like, I'd save the Stormforth Aether for when your opponent commits to an extra deck play. Like if they somehow make Ignister, just save the Stormforth for Ignister, basically, or anything that would threaten you. Nothing's threatening you really, so there's no point of going for that play. So I just say let it go through. Okay, so he pops the Ariadne, he will then add the Oddice Pendulum Dragon, he will get the search from Ariadne, 3 Psalms, oh wait, oh no, he reveals the Psalm, I would have, yeah, Psalm Strike would have been the best choice, because you don't want Warding and you don't want to give him Scolding, because Scolding can negate anything. Okay, and that's 2 more counters for, that's 1 more counter for the, for that, and yeah, he's just declaring end of main phase to see if just to see if he's going to activate the Aether or not. I wouldn't. There's nothing is going to threaten Erebus there, so there's no point of even trying. Like, he's trying to bait the Stormforth Aether. Which is pointless, really. I mean, you're kind of thinking about stuff that isn't really necessary, so don't overthink it. So 1 more counter on each Abductor. He tributes off an Abductor in the Erebus. I don't really see why. Oh yeah, he chains MST to return, so he doesn't get an extra search off return. But I'd say get Kuraz and just start popping stuff. Like pop Abductor and pop the Oddice so that they can't get searches, but that's just me. So let's see, I'm pretty sure you get Kuraz in this situation, if I'm not mistaken. It's not like I play Monarchs or anything, but yeah. Oh yeah, he did get Kuraz. Okay. Oh, he goes for the back row. Never mind. So each player will draw 1, and then Stormforth will resolve, and of course go to the graveyard. He will then Xyz for Abyss Dweller, which doesn't really make sense to me, personally. I mean, sure, like, oh yeah, he does get Raccoon off of that. I mean, unless, oh yeah, he just uses Prime in the end phase anyway. And besides, it's not like, even there's another Prime in the graveyard. If you activate Dweller, he'll just chain Prime, which doesn't make sense. So why would you go for Abyss Dweller at all? Or you could just go for a Majester and get another search. Like, you need to build advantage if you want to beat a Monarch player. So yeah, he has the double Prime. I'd imagine there's going to be a rank 5 play here coming, whether it be like Adrius, Tiras, or like Pleiades. Like, any of those would be fairly decent in this position. Maybe not Pleiades, but definitely Tiras. Just because you could run over stuff and then pop stuff. So yeah, I mean, you're going to be running over his monsters. I mean, if you're going to be using like Tiras, you could probably get rid of the Iris. Adrius kind of accomplishes the same thing. I mean, you can definitely put back... Oh, he's going to Tribute Summon. Okay, yeah, Tribute Summon monster for Erebus. Presumably to spin back the Iris. Just because like that Abyss Dweller does nothing by itself. So he's going to dump return and Domain into the graveyard. They don't do anything, and there's no point of putting Pantheism or Prime into the graveyard when there's Dweller on board that's already used its effect. So yeah, and then he's gonna go for the rank 5 play. I think for Adrius, yeah, there's the Adrius. He's gonna pop the Turtle, and then he's gonna run over both monsters. Yeah, so that's kind of why I thought maybe you should have gone for Majester, so you could have gotten an extra search. That Abyss Dweller did not pay out, I'm just saying. Okay, so he activates Abductor. He summons Raccoon. Of course, you're not going to have a response for Raccoon unless you play Memory Loss or something like that. He searches Kiran. He activates Sky Iris, putting a counter. He activates Kiran, adds another counter. What could you respond to? Oh, okay, Twin Twisters. What will you target? Discarding correct. Okay, yeah, that's GG, I guess, because he had no other resources, which is why you should not have made Dweller. Just saying. You should have made Majester search out something else, like I don't know, like something other than Abyss Dweller. You could have made anything but Abyss Dweller, and you probably would have had a much better result in the end. Okay, so game 3, I'm not sure who's going first. If it's Monarchs, I feel pretty good about going first, just because of the fact that you can... Oh, wait, no, we got Draco Palace going first. So, Abductor Iris activates Kieran in the Pendulum Zone. Another counter, so that's 2. He's going to pop the Kieran, presumably to search... Oh, Typhoon. Oh, okay, that's good. And so that's just going to keep... He's probably, presumably... oh, he's going to pop the Iris. So yeah, then he passes, activates Upstart Goblin, so that'll be a 3rd counter for Abductor. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like the main problem with Draco Palace now. Like, you rely way too much on things like Sky Iris to get your searches off, and really, like, that's a very flawed strategy. So he activates Pantheism, he ditches Domain to draw 2. He will then immediately banish it, probably to search out 3 Tenacities, which will probably add Stormforth or Return. You know, even though... I'm really just not impressed by Xyz Monarchs, really. Even though, like, yeah, he does have advantage. He does have the advantage overall in this matchup. It's just, these plays aren't that explosive. I mean, Monarchs are still, in my opinion, still pretty slow-paced. I mean, even though they do have very, very good tools. So he summons Red Layer. He'll get that direct attack in. Will he go for anything else, though? Okay, so he activates Return. Presumably, he's probably going to tribute for something here. Okay, he sacks for Kuraz, so I believe that's a prime or a prime set. Yeah, it's Erebus off of the return. I imagine Kuraz is probably going to pop itself. Well, okay, yeah, you pops that in a set. It was Return. So yeah, dead Return, really. So yeah, that was kind of this is kind of why I'm not impressed, because you have no way, because that wasn't that great. I mean, that's not a very solid field. Yeah, you have a decently sized tribute monster, but your opponent can still do whatever they want. Yeah, you have back row, but it's Monarchs. Like, what real back row does Monarchs play? I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's still a really strong deck. Okay, so yeah, it's Archer and Eccentric. So, and I believe he just scoops. I don't really know why he scooped. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.